Hey everyone, welcome to the Electric Supercar channel. This week we've got some new changes going on. Let's see what we've got. All right, so this week is going to be probably a little bit of a shorter video. Don't have as much build content because we are in the process of moving. That's right, this garage that I made. Got the epoxy floors all done, painted. I put in the high lift garages. Got my lift, everything kind of set up for my build. That's right, we are moving. So, we'll get a little bit of build progress done, but I will keep you up to date. Okay, so I call this one the stretcher. So I've got this blue ratchet strap just keeping it so it doesn't fall over. I got the red ones kind of pulling each side. So the interesting thing is I can only pull them so tight, and then basically I start to kind of lean the whole column over. So I'll try and get it about as tight as we can go and give it some heat and see if we can't stretch it at all. Because my thought is I want it to go just a little bit out. All right, I did some heat setting for here. So this guy was quite a ways away. So got a clamp there, clamped it close, and then just kind of heated this whole area, kind of then let it cool. So now it's really close. So I think that'll work well. Did the same thing to the other side, and it's about time to take those off and let it come down and see if it did anything. Okay, I don't know that this is going to work, but kind of heated and heated and heated. It's just a lot of kind of surface area to kind of get up to that heat. But I did the best I could, kind of front and back, because there's kind of like this panel and that panel that are kind of sandwiched together. So try to heat it, and did both sides. And so we'll let it cool and see if we did anything. One other panel fitting item of note. I put this ratchet strap around the whole windshield, kind of tightened it together, and then heated again both sides, just to try and get a little more room for when the hood closes. So I do feel like it fits better. So I think maybe the stretching worked a little bit. So that's good. All right, just testing out my rib nuts in those 3 locations. They all look good. I need to get some matching hardware though, because I don't have the right length hardware for all this. So I'll go test the other side, but this is looking good. All right, the lift is gone. So no more lift. Got cabinets taken off, other things, again, in the midst of packing. One thing though, is I was trying to get this off, it would not go into gear. I think when we put on the shell, we were probably jostling the center console, and I think some wires may have came loose or something. So I'll have to look at that. We were always having a little bit of problems with the shifting gears, but I tried just a quick fix and couldn't get it to work. So I actually had to roll it off the lift, take the lift out, and then kind of help me push it back on, or back in the garage. So we'll take a look at that as well. All right, I unplugged the controller, and I've made some, I guess I'll call them jumper wires. So I'm gonna take the 3 wires out for neutral, drive, and reverse. So that way it's kind of not going through my gear selector and wherever else. So I'm just gonna go straight to the controller, straight to the negative battery terminal, to see if I can switch gears. So hopefully that'll work. If that works, then it just means I've got some wiring to fix. If it doesn't, it means the controller's got to go back, because the screen is not working and the gear selector is not working if that's the case. So let's give it a try. Okay, so I've got a green jumper that's kind of hanging right there. That's going to the negative battery terminal. And again, when the controller's on, it's just looking for a ground contact to switch gears. So I've got 3 wires. They're kind of right behind the steering wheel there. So right there. And so when I touch one of those to ground, in theory, it should switch gears. So let's see if it works. Okay, this should go into drive. No. This should go in reverse. No. So I think the controller's not working. All right, so the controller's not working. This is kind of dead in the water now. The interesting thing, ironic thing, is I actually hesitated to send back the controller because I'm in the process of moving and I wanted to be able to drive the car over rather than push it over. And now I'm gonna have to push it over. So I've been having it on the lift for so long that I just still can't get over how little it is, like how short, small. So just, I mean, the roof comes up to my waist. So I've been busy cleaning out the storage area up there, but man, what a bunch of crap. Looks like we should be on the show Hoarders. Whew. For those of you who are thinking of moving, just don't. All right, it's moving day. Everything is getting moved. We already got the car out. Again, kind of had to push it into position and then, but that's on its way. So now just getting rid of all the junk. Okay, we are all moved out. Figured I'd show you one last time, a couple things I probably didn't show you throughout. This is another project I worked on a while ago. This is a old playhouse I built for the kids. So I'll give you a quick tour. But this is kind of the main part. Called this one the tower. It's got, made some little windows and stuff. And this one actually goes up to a trap door. And then this one can come out and... So anyway, on this side, we had the slide. Again, kind of a tower there. Bridge across. So on this side we got the rock wall. Up here we've got a hidden door. So when you climb up you can go through. Got a little kids table up here. And then that's where you can go down the slide or go across the bridge. So another fun little project. Again, these doors are all kind of like 3/4 size. So you kind of have to duck to get in, but it's kind of made for kids. So there you go. Alright, we are unloading here at the new house. Okay, in the new garage. So still got a lot to clean out. I think someone asked last episode, you got this car, what does your wife get? She got the house. This is definitely not an upgrade for my man cave here. So we do have kind of some epoxy floors, but we still have kind of the, I don't know what you call them, the saw marks or whatever for the cement. So again, get nice big dirty spots that are impossible to clean out there. Lights, we just have single light bulbs. Before I had kind of a bank of 4, big long tubes, LED lights over each bay. So a lot dimmer. I had the high lift garages. So anyways, I'll have to kind of make do here. So I'll bring you along as I try and clean things up. Okay, another thing I'm gonna sorely miss is there is like no electricity. So I've got like no outlets. There's a single outlet there, so hopefully I can unplug that, but essentially no outlets. So yeah, we'll have to see how we can all make this work. Okay, so we'll do a little time lapse, but I can't find my tripod. So until then, I'll just lean this up against a water bottle. See how that does. So I put all my storage stuff out here. I did find my tripod, so we'll use that. There is a whole bunch of boxes. Took stuff out, broke down all the boxes. So again, got most things cleared out that are not going to stay in the garage. Got our fridges, so they are occupying one outlet. That is the other. So just two outlets here. So I have to see what to do. A couple things that are, I'll say, improvements. So this is a central vac. So again, I can use the vacuum here. It goes right to there. So this little guy might not get used much, but that'll be good. The previous owners, I think this is like a winch system for like a Jeep top. I won't be using that. Actually, I don't know, maybe I'll use it somehow, but not using that. So I left all my, this is mostly car stuff over here. See, there's my car. It's kind of buried a little bit. But what I'll do, so and again, I got some of my tools here that go in the cabinets. So I thought rather than kind of move them out, move them back, I don't think they're in the way. So I'm gonna kind of set up cabinets along here, probably along there too, maybe over there. So I'll kind of set things up, start putting things in. Hopefully this will start to look like a garage. All right, it's starting to look like a garage. Kind of scooted the fridges that way. 2 lockers here, 4 lockers here. Got enough room for the vacuum, as well as hose bib. Now this one, again, another upgrade. It's got hot and cold water, so that works out well. And then over here, had to leave room for the one outlet I have. I guess I could unplug the vacuum from time to time. I imagine that one's also kind of got some high amperage, so that one might be good. But I'm gonna spend a little time cleaning over here, setting things up over here. So I just need to get things out of the way, put things in place. All right, so got the garage cabinets somewhat set up. Had to leave a space here for the vac, central vac. So I'll probably hang the TV, and I've got some overhead cabinets that I'll do there. And got that there. So again, it looks pretty okay. Until you look over here. So I gotta put a lot of my tools away, things like that. It's challenging to work on the car when you don't know where your tools are. So one thing that people had mentioned is, you know, in order to help me, they'd like to know what I was working on next, so they could kind of give me some suggestions. So a couple things I'm thinking of. I've got the driver side footwell. I'm going to do like I've done here, put the vinyl on with some vinyl adhesive, get that on, and then I'm gonna actually try and position it like forever. Same thing with the driver or passenger side footwell, and my thought is potentially even the dash. So that's some things. The other thing is I was looking at potentially trimming right along here. I want this to be somewhat of an access panel so I can get to the some of the things underneath, kind of on both sides. So again, let me know if things that I should watch out for, do or don't do. But those are kind of some of the things I think I'm going to try and tackle next week. As I am looking at this garage and trying to plan maybe for future, let me know in the comments your dream garage. What sort of things you would include, tools, things that I don't have, things that I would plan for. Let me know in the comments below. All right, that's all the time we had for this week. Had another issue with the controller, so sent that back. Hopefully we'll be hearing back from EV Controls, see what solutions we can have. Also a lot of packing, a lot of unpacking. So again, things not necessarily related to the build, but that's how it goes. You know, life gets in the way sometimes, and you know that's sometimes that's more important. So next week we'll continue on the build. That'll do it for this week. See you next week.